Hi, guys. So exciting news. I wanted to bring an interview to you guys talking a little bit about health and nutrition. And it's something that I've always struggled with. And I'm getting a little excited about it now because I bumped up against somebody that's pretty much invested their whole entire life about it. Now, we both know that in that world, there's just a lot of stuff to sift through. And so I brought her to the stage because I really wanted to talk to you guys through her because she knows what she's talking about and she makes it pretty simple. Her name's Tennille Wheeler and she's been doing this health thing for quite some time, and I'm just really excited to have that conversation. I'm going to ask her some questions and we're going to get into the meat of this because she's going to uncover some things that we really take for granted. So let me introduce you. Hi, Tennille.
Hi, Sean.
So the first thing that I really wanted to talk to you about was really what was the journey that got you into health and nutrition, I guess.
Well, when I was about 20 years old, I got pregnant with my second daughter. And 2 months into that pregnancy, I got really, really sick. I was soon after diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, and it was extreme. So much so that I couldn't eat because just the smell of food would make me sick. And when I did eat, it would go straight through me in within 10 minutes. It was my body stopped absorbing anything I ate, which meant that my baby wasn't getting any nutrients to be built. And so we both made it through the pregnancy by the skin of our teeth. And 24 hours after she was born, I had a massive brain aneurysm. So that meant I had massive brain damage as well. So for the next, I don't know, I guess 13 years, I devoted my life to raising my children and studying and learning why this happened to me and how to fix it.
So let me get this right. You spent 13 years of day in and day out trying to uncover and dissect what it was that basically was attacking you.
Yeah.
And you were under siege by something that you couldn't possibly see,
Right.
and you couldn't quite grasp. And so you threw your entire being into why and what can I do? I love that. I love that.
Absolutely. And, I did go to plenty of medical doctors. And all they wanted to do was tell me to remove my colon and take these drugs.
Wow.
And I just knew that that wasn't the answer. I knew that I could heal. I knew that my body, our bodies, are created to heal and they're created to be healthy. And for reasons, mine was not.
And not to doctor bash, because that's not what we're doing, but there are
Absolutely
certain
not.
people out there that are so closed-minded. So what was the doctor's reaction to you when you said, simply not going to do that, I'm going to fix this? What was their reaction to that?
They laughed at me. They thought it was comical that I thought I could heal myself. Um,
And you so and we're going to get back to the meat of it.
Mhm.
Fast forwarding to today, Tennille, are you healed?
Absolutely 100%.
And that is why I'm talking to you guys today, because this is the stuff that we need to understand. Obviously, the dedication, she has done the work. And the thing that I'm excited about is that the journey that you took really did show that you can take control of your life.
Absolutely. Our bodies are created to maintain health. And as long as we are giving our bodies the building blocks to maintain health, they will. But when we start putting things into our body that deplete us and not giving the nutrients to our body that it needs to maintain, it takes a long time, but then it starts to decline.
And so once you got to a place where you've really accumulated all this information, you went ahead and said, well, heck, let's get certified.
Yeah, absolutely. In 2012, I went through a 1-year certification course through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition
Good job.
to become certified as a nutrition consultant.
Good job. And so and so that to me means that you're like, I need to get the word out.
Hmm.
I need to get the good news out that this doesn't have to be something that is debilitating and keeps you on the sideline. If you want to get back in the game of what your life is supposed to look like, you're the girl that says, hey, I just happen to do the work already. If you want the answers, let me throw them at you.
Absolutely. My core belief is that this should be taught in junior high. There should not be a person alive that doesn't understand their body and how it works.
I like that. And so you have actually even stepped up a little further and you created a new business that you're kind of just now getting off the ground. What is it called? Tell me a little bit about that.
So my business name is True Nature.
I have to
I
ask you to
Yep,
spell that for me just real quick.
Trunatre.
Okay.
Hmm. And I've created a course that teaches how the body works and how we actually get sick through our environment and the toxicity that we're exposed to, and how to take steps to reverse that.
Now, is this something that, let's say I give you a call, I go into the website, give you a call. Do you do consultations?
Absolutely. Yes, I can walk anyone through the process.
And so, just obviously, everything's about, we need recompense. We need that to sustain ourselves financially. And this is a business. Obviously, you're not in it to beat anybody up. What does that first consultation look like?
Um, my consults run at about $150. If you do decide to use my services, there are discounts.
Nice. I like that. And do you ever do like, let's do an orientation or let's just take a quick look, an overview of you? And does that cost anything?
No, for the first consultation, just getting to know you, I will offer that for free.
That's nice because a lot of us don't know if this is something that we can actually, or is it for us? Now,
Sure.
between you and I feel like it's probably for everybody. So that's easy. So you wind up breaking this down for them. Now, the one thing that separates you from everyone else, I feel from what I've seen, is your hands on and your personal ability to sort of dive into people's lives where somebody else is sort of a production line.
Right. Sure. A lot of other nutritionists, naturopathic doctors, they have their protocols that they use on everyone, which is fine and it works for a lot of people. But I believe that, although the human body is generally the same, there are personal and more individual needs, and so I do teach people to listen to their body, how to read their body and the symptoms that they're having, and how to discover their individual nutritional needs.
And you also tackled the mental health aspect
Mhm.
of it because that's really what it comes down to is you're right. Everybody has a heart and a liver and lungs and all those types of things, but everybody was raised and sees the world differently around them. And that's what affects what they put into their bodies. And so you address that as well, because if it doesn't start with the mind, then what do you do, right?
Right, right. And, another thing is too that a lot of people out there are saying that we have hereditary diseases, which is partially true. We have hereditary predisposition, but we do not have to succumb to any of those things. If we understand our body and how it works and how to optimize our body and give it what it needs, if heart disease runs in your family, if diabetes runs in your family, if, ulcerative colitis runs in your family, none of those diseases need to be experienced according to how you treat your body, how you feed your body, how you understand your body.
It's funny too, because when you were saying that, I was thinking about my car, and if I'm driving down the freeway and my car breaks down, right now I'm screwed because I have no idea how to mess with that engine. I don't know what to do, and I'm thinking the audience probably as well. Some of you might have a clue to some degree, but overall, if that's your investment, if that's your vehicle through life, you need to understand what makes it tick and what you can put into it and
Mm-hmm.
what's going to sustain it and make it better. Because didn't
Sure.
you say to me one time that you could actually add 10 years to a person's life?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. When you optimize your body systems, they work better. They, we're all cellular beings, right? We have cellular turnover. That's something we can't stop. That is part of being human. But when your cells are not receiving the nutrition that they need to be fully developed, that is when disease sets in.
Right. Yeah, and I think that a lot of us, we get so scared into the feeling of uncontrol, the ability that we just don't have we can't fix ourselves. And I love the fact that you're saying you have had the power the whole time.
Sure.
You just lack the understanding and the knowledge.
Right, right.
And I think that that's where your journey, 13 years diving into it, because you had to heal yourself, and thank goodness, and God bless you for that. So you've been through a lot, you've seen a lot. So what I would suggest is, if somebody wants to get a hold of you, tell us just real quick, with whatever time we have remaining here, how do I get a hold of you?
Well, you can go onto my website, trunature.com. That's TRUNATRE.com. Give me a call. Send me an email.
Your phone number on there?
My phone number's on there.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And that's your personal phone number, which is nice, because that means you're saying, hey, listen, I'm a person. I'm with you. I got you. Let's go do this.
Yeah.
Very approachable. I like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Tennille, I really do appreciate this, and God bless you for just sort of being that kind of pillar of what change looks like in the world of nutrition, because it can get really complicated, and you're making it really simple for us, and I think that's amazing. So we look forward to hearing any comments or any suggestions from you guys out there. Get a hold of Tennille Wheeler. She's looking forward to your business, and right now the personal touch is where we're at. So have an awesome day, guys.
Thank you, Sean.